Hello and welcome back to our show. My name is Marta Navarrete. I am your host. And today we are joined by local Bay Area astrologer Wade Caves.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, Wade.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So tell us what it is to be an astrologer.
Yeah, I think working in astrology is like working in any other field. There's a lot of different applications for it. Most people are probably familiar with the horoscopes you see in your daily column. Most astrologers actually don't write horoscopes. That is it's a very particular subset of astrologers who work on weekly horoscopes, monthly, etc. For the most part, astrologers focus on it's a form of life coaching, essentially using patterns and geometric shapes that are happening as the planets move in the sky to help get some information about life path and the way that an individual is going. And very often in roles like astrologer, you only see people when things are going wrong. So very often we're helping get people back onto a place where they feel comfortable with their life path again.
Okay, so people come to you for help.
Yes, I would say that people come to me for help, and hopefully we get that to them. So.
Do you know many astrologers here in the city or in
Yeah,
general?
yeah. The community is actually really great in San Francisco. San Francisco is great for astrologers. The whole Bay Area is. I mean, I don't think that hippie vibe has ever left. The West Coast in general is pretty open to some of the more what you would call New Age. Well, there's nothing new about astrology, but some of those more mystic traditions, occult traditions, are very strong in San Francisco. But the community is really great worldwide. We're very interconnected. Conferences are held all over the world where we come together and spend a weekend or a week together. So tend to get really great relationships out of those.
That's great. And how long have you been doing astrology? Did you go to school for it? Is that
Yeah.
something you learned on your own?
Great question. I did a bit of both. When I first started, I was self-taught, but you do plateau a little bit, or at least I find that I did. I wanted a mentor, somebody that I could work side by side with to help progress me and get me to the next level. I think I started studying in 2012 officially, and have been practicing as a professional astrologer since 2013, or not 2014, I would say. So it's still relatively new in the span of my life, but it's been a great experience so far. And I've studied with some of the world's greatest teachers and have had a really great experience with people who've specialized in many different fields in astrology. So I feel like I've got a pretty wide survey of what's out there, which has been nice.
That's nice. So you would say with astrology you've been able to travel more, or?
Oh my God. I joke that probably I haven't been on a real vacation that's an actual vacation in probably like 3 or 4 years. Everywhere that I go is for an astrological conference or a workshop or a course that I'm teaching. And about one weekend every month I'm out of town for a conference or some kind of workshop. In June I'm speaking in London, Scotland, in Italy, a few other places as well. So I'm going to be gone the entire month of June, but the perk is you get to travel.
Okay.
So.
And what do you teach? So you're a teacher.
Yeah, so I teach now. So I got to a place where I feel comfortable to be able to teach the techniques that I know. Right now, I'm diversifying the curriculum that I'm teaching, but the technique I specialize in is called horary astrology, and that is kind of a divinational technique. It's similar to tarot, where somebody comes to you with a question or a concern of some kind, and my job is to use that moment between me and the person who's come to ask me this question. We kind of treat that as a special moment, a special cosmic moment. We draw a chart for where the planets are at that time, and then use that chart to be able to divine an answer from it. So this is a technique that existed well into the Babylonian Egyptian times, and has been safeguarded, all the way into today. So.
Can you briefly explain what a chart is?
Oh yeah. So right now, as it happens, there is the planets are all in different places at this stage, and they're moving on their own as they orbit around the sun. But then we also, on the Earth's axis, are rotating ourselves, and so the sun rises, sets, anti-culminates, rises again. So we have this whole process. So what a chart is a map at a specific moment in time and for a specific location of where, from the vantage point of that person, what they can see around them, and where everything is astrologically and astronomically.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything that you've taught
Absolutely.
us today. That's a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining us.